and DP. Emma's gone. Nobody's going to be listening anyway. We've got, I think he's live. Jaren. This is telling everybody in case they want to go to it anyway. Jaren's live streaming. I think Ranty or Brandon's going to be going live streaming. Nathan will probably be having his.
I'm going to go sleeping. I'm not live streaming.
Oh. I'm going to sort that one out. I'll have a go over that model that we did when we Helgi came in today. See whether
if I just drop off today though, Ben, then there's enough guys in here to do your thing anyway. But if I drop off, I'll have a look at those videos tomorrow. They're only short ones, aren't they?
What's these ones now?
The ones you've done, the last recent one.
This is the first time streaming on the new On the Level MBUK Discord server.
Yeah. Visit the website on the level.live.
Yeah, I think that's my thumbnail that I used. One that Primate sent to me recently.
New source of information on level being horizontal.
It's like RC Mice, he bailed out.
Yeah.
That's good.
That dude's a clown.
I was like, oh shit, it took me 30 minutes to get back over here. I know RC Mice is going to be here. Boom, there he was.
Well, we had a decent conversation about that spaghetti.
Well, yeah. Yeah, we weren't live then, so save that for the highlight reel, right? For the after show. No, I don't
think for the subscribers and the people that have...
There was absolutely nothing in that one worth putting out, so...
Are you talking about when you just talked to him right now?
Yeah, he showed us his favourite meal on his avatar. It was just a pile of cheese.
Or Chinese food?
No, it was just a pile of cheese. There was some other food underneath it.
Kidney beans.
Is he telling you that he's hanging out with Spasticus, talking about cheese? Could be a clue. Well, Primate, I guess, is taking a nap. Rakia is gone.
Yeah.
I'm nearly set up.
We're waiting on Plague.
Use those keywords I was telling you about Plague. It should help.
Oh yeah, I'll look at that.
Tag, whatever. Oh, RC Meisty's eating that. Huh.
He's what?
Looking at RC Meisty's plate of chili or something here. So he came back in to talk about chili?
No, Spot On asked him what his avatar picture was.
Oh, okay.
And that was his favourite meal.
I guess what he's really trying to say is levels horizontal. I better check my chat. What's up, Balanced Truths, Parables? What's going on? Just kind of chilling out.
Yeah, going to be talking about slander tonight.
Okay, I'm pretty much all set now.
We're both going already live streaming, so.
Oh, okay, I'll hit go now.
Yeah, then can let us know you're going, and then we can.
Nemo.
Alright, going. I think.
Yeah, I just ate and looking at that chili still made me hungry. That's weird. I guess because I don't eat carbs really too much anymore.
No, that was. We were looking at that food for a bit, and it didn't look any better. After any time, it just looked like a pile of cheese.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're live now.
Okay, well, we got a little bit before 10. Sorry, anybody that I haven't even looked if I've got anybody on my channel. Can you guys see? Oh, wait a minute. Is a YouTube channel. If I
let me go look at your channel.
Yeah, I think it's this one. Can you? And if I get. There you go.
Yeah, Shills is there. What's up, Shills?
Yeah, what up, dude? Oh. Right, can you see that on my Discord? Because I've done this a bit in the wrong way around, so we're gonna have to go over this little clip to make this point.
That's cool.
Then we swap to a different video. So the most of this stuff is from the when we went over McToons and Jeff over at McToons. Now, can you got that? Can you see?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What about you, Plague? Are you on the
Discord live? Sure.
Yeah. Have you got the video on?
Oh, I'm with you now. Yep.
Yeah.
I'm there now.
Toons and George. Yeah, right, okay, so we'll play this bit. It's a little bit of a clip.
His degree must be in interrupting debaters and not letting them answer questions he asks, right?
Oh.
That would be, I don't know if
what
university offers. What offers?
I thought this was just a chat.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a debate. We just say debate as kind of a tongue-in-cheek thing. So, digital demonic,
more entertainment then, right?
That's what I typically mark them as entertainment, sometimes education.
Yeah, but I was saying
they're not directly analogous.
My staff is right. Okay, so McToons doesn't class any of his things as a debate. It's just entertainment purposes on McToons' channel, not a debate channel, not anything like that. Just entertainment.
Yeah.
Or at least when we went over there, it was anyway. Like, not,
Yeah, they didn't really have any debate, any argument about anything. So yeah, I guess it was kind of entertaining just to watch them, flail around.
So then we'll go from that, knowing that he's just said he doesn't have debates on his channels. To this is a later one that they did the other day. McToons, Spasticus. This is them. I've cut this bit out.
So
hey, there's the main surveyors in there. Good evening.
Excellent. He really crushed Bev last week.
What? Was he watching the same show?
I had to break the video up every now and again, right, for the thing. So
yeah,
Jeff, the main surveyor, completely crushed me, but not in a debate, just in a conversation,
in entertainment
about an entertaining conversation about his profession. Jeff,
can you turn that audio up on that video? It was a little bit low. Not that I really want to hear.
I don't know how to turn the audio up. I mean, it's maximum there.
Okay. All right.
Let's see. We've got James A. for £5 says, Bev thought a water level gave him horizontal, but you didn't pick him up on it.
But we did.
I think that now this is a level, not a water level.
Yeah, that's not the same thing, is it?
A water level does establish a horizontal for.
A water level does establish a horizontal. Look at his face. I'll go back.
Funny.
I'll go back again. Watch. Right. They're going on. It's not the same thing.
It's not the same thing, is it?
No, it's not.
Water level.
Watch his face.
Does establish a horizontal for 1 point. Right, so I'll cover what a water level is.
Horizontal for 1 point.
And it's connected, right? So imagine these two pens are connected. And you put water in them, right? And the top is open so like the water can flow up and down. What'll happen is they'll level out to, and they'll stop moving and they'll sit there like this. And when you
thinking about what he's saying right there.
Yeah, well, listen. Like, you got them level.
Stop moving and they'll sit there like this. And when you sight across the top of them.
Sight across the top. Well, now, who did we hear that from? RC, right?
Yeah, he was talking about the wall. Mm-hmm.
RC, well, no, RC was saying that you had to sight across them. So you don't. You literally just have to look at the level on each of the water levels. I mean, it's pretty simple.
Oh, okay, yeah, I was thinking about when he said he had a telescope on top of a wall looking down. I don't know.
That establishes a horizontal.
So that establishes a horizontal.
Damn, he said level and horizontal.
Yeah. The water level establishes a horizontal.
It's so cool, though. You went to Mr. Sensibles, and then we went over there to McTunes, and now they're, trying to deal with the aftermath together. It's really good.
I don't. They hardly talked about me at all, other than this little bit to smear me and the next bit. But I mean, this is McTunes showing how little he understood about the actual water thing. I mean, we'd been over there, we've tried to explain it to Spasticus.
That's right in the middle of them.
Right, so it's horizontal right in the middle. I get that one again.
For the position that's right in the middle of them, right? Not for that establishes a horizontal. For the position that's right in the middle of them, right?
So it's a straight line, but it's only horizontal in the middle. So it's a straight line that's horizontal, but only horizontal in the middle. Like what the hell's he talking about? He's lost it, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Not for this position.
Not for that position. Just a straight line all the way across, but just in the middle.
Now, if the Earth is flat, that horizontal will be the same everywhere, right? So you could go a mile away and establish and use the same tool to measure a horizontal at the point that's between them, and so then you have two horizontals, and then you could test to see if those two planes are parallel to each other.
See that? You can test it to see whether those two planes are parallel to each other, which is exactly our test.
Exactly.
Right? Exactly our test. He just hasn't ever got to see the actual arrangement of the water levels yet. He's not seen the beauty behind it. But, I mean, no doubt they will at some point.
If the Earth is spherical, then those two planes of horizontalness for that point will diverge from each other.
Horizontalness.
Yeah. If the Earth is curved, then the horizontals will intersect. I mean, that's what their model dictates, and that's what we've designed a test to prove. I mean, he's basically got the concept of what the test's for. I don't know why he's so upset, or why they're all so upset. I mean, Spasticus is just watching him describe it, but he's basically described the test.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what he needs to test. He needs to test to see if horizontal at two different places are the same.
That's what we need to test. So that is exactly what the test is for. I'm glad he's at least got that sorted. It's good to know he understands.
So. And I told him that, but he missed it. He doesn't like it. He just wants it to be different. So Chrismer and Dave says, "No, what?"
See, he told me that. I think I told him that. So,
sorry, I was doing some stuff over here.
Yeah, very interesting that he now likes to pretend that he's told me.
They're always experts. That's
what
the thing.
Test is. Yeah.
He wants to make it seem like he was the expert in survey the whole time.
Well,
he was telling everybody about what's going on.
He was. He kept interrupting Jeff and speaking for Jeff as though he is the expert on surveying. But, I mean, he'll tell you. He knows nothing about it. But with the willingness he is able to talk about it, it's shocking. But, I mean, that's just the bit about the test. This is the interesting bit now.
Know why spirit levels get their name? Because inside the glass tubes are spirits, aka methylated alcohol. Hence why they don't evaporate as quickly as water would. And also why they don't freeze in cold temperatures. So yeah, this is methylated alcohol or methyl alcohol or sometimes wood alcohol. It's called.
Right.
So let's see.
What's he having in his mouth?
It's
vape, probably.
He's a vapor. Yeah.
Oh,
He's a
okay.
vapor. Right now, this goes pretty fast, so I might have to cut back. If you don't hear what they say, let me know and I will repeat it again.
Oh, during my when I was on with Bev, Bev and Cleary were live streaming on Bev or Emma UK's channel or something, and the Plain Truth got really mad and he commented that he wants to hurt me.
What? Actually
Yeah.
said he wants to hurt you.
Yeah, it was in not in my videos chat, in
No.
the other videos chat. Yeah, so I
He
got
acts like such a little sissy.
Can I just
Victim
go
status.
back? Watch. Look, I'll stop it this time. Watch his face.
Bev or Emma UK's channel or something, and
Look, he's starting to smile. Look,
the Plain Truth.
Plain Truth. Look at this smug. Look at that. The Plain Truth
Got really mad and
got really mad.
he commented.
Look at how
that
happy he
wants
is.
to hurt me.
He never got upset or worried looking. Yeah.
What? Actually
Yeah.
said he wants to hurt you.
Yeah, it was in
This is like
not
so
in
like
my-
orchestrated.
He likes it, right? He enjoys this. The fact that the Plain Truth has said that he wants to hurt him. I mean, he won't have said it viciously or anything.
Nah, he's just talking shit.
Yeah.
Joking around.
my videos chat, in
No.
the other videos chat. Yeah, so I got that going for me, which is good.
Do you want me to just listen to these
Other videos
words?
chat. Yeah, so I got that going for me, which is good.
I've got that going for me, which is good.
What is that?
What
Good
does he
for?
mean by that? Travis has said something to him that he's happy about, and he's got that going for him, which is good.
I guess.
What does that mean?
Just something to throw out there and
Like-
talk shit about, I guess.
Yeah, because he's got it marked down on a piece of paper that he has to talk about it to Spasticus.
Oh,
with.
yeah.
There we go.
And then I got an email the next day or 2 days later from Jack, who made a comment off of my website, which included his IP address.
See, that's what I was talking about.
Yeah, listen.
Which included his IP address, which placed him in Sheffield. So Jack.
Which placed him in Sheffield. He got an email from Jack. Who's Jack? Don't know.
I have no idea.
Doesn't make any difference. You know, like he's...
Who made a comment off of my website, which included his IP address, which placed him in Sheffield. So Jack from Sheffield emailed me saying that he would have maimed me. So.
Ooh. Do you know?
Look. Oh, what's he going to say? He said he was going to maim him. Look at his face. Look how upset he is that somebody said they were going to maim him. And, yeah,
it's pretty exciting. Pretty exciting news, I guess.
Yeah, but what do you think this ooh's going to be?
I think doxing is the lowest of the low.
Yeah, they do it every damn day.
Listen.
So.
Ooh. Do you know? I think doxing is the lowest of the low.
Doxing, right? Not somebody sending you an email, McToon. Right? This is the guy that you've got on with you, right? McToon has just said he's received an email from Jack, random person, who's threatened to maim him. Spasticus, ooh. Doxing is the lowest of the low tunes. So does Spasticus think that what McToon has done by finding this Jack being from Sheffield through the IP address is the doxing? And that's the lowest of the low. Is Spasticus just told McToons that he's the lowest of the low for doxing some guy called Jack? Is that what's just happened here? We'll play it again.
Which included his IP address, which placed him in Sheffield. So Jack from Sheffield emailed me saying that he would have maimed me. So.
Ooh. Do you know? I think doxing is the lowest of the low.
Oh, sorry, McToon. Sorry.
When I've been doing debunks,
I don't know what to do about that.
when I'd been doing debunks for just a few months, someone actually did contact me and said, "I've got Nathan Oakley's home address. Do you want it?" And I said, "No," because I don't care what he's like. I'm not about to dox anyone. I think that's absolutely despicable, and it can. I mean, yeah, we know he's the most obnoxious.
You tell it.
I can't even say it.
McToon's
Especially
like,
on your
dude.
channel, and I don't swear on my channel. But I just that's beneath contempt, doxing someone. Incident.
Doxing someone is beneath contempt, McToons. How could you possibly take somebody's IP address and find out where they live?
He wasn't really listening to McToon.
No.
You know, McToon's like, shit, I'm the one that doxed the guy for threats of violence,
Yeah,
and you're
look
going off on me.
He's going off on a rant about doxing.
Mm-hmm.
I think it must have been on the thing, though, because here we go. This is the bit, incidentally.
I just that's beneath contempt, doxing someone. Incidentally, I was warned about 1 hour before my stream with Bev that Bev doxes people.
He has, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. He looked
Right.
really concerned.
There we go again. We'll do it again, just in case.
About 1 hour before my stream with Bev that Bev doxes people.
He has, yeah.
He has,
He
yes.
has.
Right? So, Spasticus was told about 1 hour before we had a chat by someone. Spasticus, I'd like to know, please, who is telling you that I've done something, and what evidence did they give you for that fact? Because bring it in, question, is that slander? Saying that I dock someone. And McToon here, I know you're listening somewhere. What evidence have you got for your he has yes? Because I haven't. I've never checked anybody's IP address, even. McToon. I noticed.
Yeah, but McToon's had Right the Hand on there, and he doxed Right the Hand right before their debate. And the whole time he called Right the Hand by his name, by his real name. Yeah. Do you remember that? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's a bit hypocritical for him to sit there, get a bollocking from Spasticus about doxing, and then say he has yes, with absolutely no proof of anything. They're just making this stuff up. Spasticus got told by somebody an hour before. Now, I don't know whether he got told by McToon or who he got told by, but it appears that McToon has been told the same thing again. Now, please show us the evidence of me doing any of this, because I'm not aware of it. I don't know what you're doing, but I do know that McToon has just admitted, he's just said out loud that he got somebody's IP address and found out where they live.
Yep.
He said that, not me. I've never done anything like that. I don't need to know anybody's names. I'm useless with them. Doesn't make any difference to me. We'll carry on, see what they say.
That's his whole purpose of his webpage, is to gather information. Mm-hmm. He links it to people, then someone clicks on it and records their IP address and other information.
Is that what the new thing is? That's pretty funny.
Yeah, that's it. Nothing on his website is even remotely understandable. It's just a bunch of gibberish. But the whole idea is an unsecure server meant to track people and find out where people are and what they're up to.
Yeah, maybe.
That's an interesting claim he's making. But, yeah. Nonsense.
Incidentally,
it indicates he doesn't know what he's talking about anyway.
Yeah. Well, incidentally, he was told.
About 1 hour before my stream with Bev that Bev doxes people.
He has, yeah.
Yeah.
He has.
Which I was not impressed with. I was quite confident that he knew nothing about me. And to be fair, there was not anything like that. He was absolutely fine on my stream. And from what I saw, he was fine on your stream. He was just as stupid.
Yep.
But he wasn't rudely unpleasant at all, was he? Not that I recall.
No. Somebody did comment and...
Right. What does he imagine doxing to be? I mean, what is it that he has been told by this person? He looks confused. He said I was fine, but I mean, is there any sort of particular doxing behaviour that one would have when you're talking to someone, or does it look like this? Is this the sort of thing that you should look like?
He looks terrified, yeah. Look at that, he's got a damn YouTube award right there. Can you believe that?
That one?
Yeah.
Yeah, my lad's got one of these. This is a little glow-in-the-dark moon. Yeah.
They've always got a globe behind them.
Cheap.
You will never see a globe head without a globe behind them.
I've got one of these. My lad got me one of those, but it's like a golden, like a clear and brass, rather than dark and silver. Yeah. Right, I carry on.
And I think this this really describes his voice. It sounds like he's talking with a permanent sneer.
Yeah, I can see where you're coming from with that.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't.
Me.
Yeah, I can see where you're coming from with that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't.
Permanent
I don't
sneer.
think doxing is good. So like, I don't know.
Did you hear that? He doesn't.
I don't think
doxing is good.
Yeah, I can see
he
where you're
doesn't
coming from
think.
with that.
That's the thing. He never thinks
Yeah.
anything.
He doesn't even know that that's what he just did.
But yeah, I don't think doxing is good. So like, I don't know if you saw it, but somebody had doxed. I'm not even going to say who, but on Twitter was doxing somebody in our community this last week, and that was,
What community?
I don't know.
I was very sad to see that.
But it was a debunker that was doxed.
Debunking a debunker is what I.
A debunker debunking a debunker. Right now, don't just work through with me for this one for a second. Do these two people here class themselves as debunkers? And
Unfortunately, yeah.
what is it that these two people think that they might be debunking?
Reality?
Just, I don't know, because these two people seem to make shit up. Right now, they're not
right.
debunking that, they're just making stuff up for entertainment. Right? There's no, you don't debunk entertainment. That's fucking ridiculous. So these two people are imagining they're doing something that they've not actually got a clue about. They don't even know what they're talking about. Debunkers.
I think is what happened. So
I don't even know who it was and who's talking about it, because
Yeah,
I'm not interested
you know.
in any of that shit.
Mm-hmm.
There's no need for that, is there?
No.
There's no need for it.
I mean,
No, there's no
if
need
you
for it.
honestly believe you're right about something, then all you need to do is use your evidence.
absolutely, yeah. And then I got an email the next day or 2 days later from Jack,
Yeah.
who made a comment off of my website, which included his IP address, which placed him in Sheffield. So Jack from Sheffield emailed me saying that he would have maimed me. So,
Ooh. Do you know, I think doxing is the lowest of the low.
Oh, that's a classic one, that. Right, so that's that one done with. Now, anyone want to have a chat about that? I mean, like they've been saying this about me, and they've been using this as a reason to not come here. Now, me personally, I like Discord for the fact that there's no information exchange. Once you have a Discord account, you can just come here.
Yeah.
Nobody needs to swap emails or anything. You can just click your screen. You can go live. You can show pictures. You can show all of that stuff. And there's no more further interconnection. Now,
Yeah, that's right.
when I went on this show with that Zoom or whatever, I don't know what sort of connection we have. He has the main feed and we connect to him. I haven't got a clue what sort of IP address or anything like that might be going over to McToon on all of these
that's what
sites when we're doing that sort of thing.
That's why they do it that way, because their whole idea is they think they're defending, science against people who are denying science, and by any means necessary. Whatever they'll make fake, like you doxed, so they'll dox because you did it. This righteous indignation.
I haven't done it.
No, I'm saying, but that's what they're finding a justification for their actions.
Well, they're just saying he doxes, therefore they don't want to come over here.
Yeah, well, whatever it is, they'll just say random things to justify other things.
Yeah, but
So
is
that
that not slander, right? I mean, because don't forget, I've already been through this before, but that was with child abuse. Like, this is just an other thing that they sort of point the finger at you and say, this is what you are. Pretty much the same as the flat earther. They want to label you with something that they can then go, you're a bad person because I've just labelled you with this thing. That's all it is to me, that's what they're doing. I don't think it's right. And I don't personally think we should be carrying on talking to these people or letting them get away with doing this.
Well, it's like their social justice 101. It's attack the messenger. Ignore what the message is. It's really straight from their atheist playbook.
Well, I don't know.
I think it's a way to get out of actually coming and talking. You know, they know good and damn well they can create any kind of sock account on Discord and come straight in here.
Yeah, they could come and listen if they wanted to, but they tend to struggle when they come in here. Like, it's just an excuse for them to not come here and talk. Personally,
it's really just excuses. That's really all they have.
Yeah. So we're done with that then, right? We'll get rid of that. It's a stupid talk of them just trying to keep her out of the way of us. I mean, it's okay. We'll just talk amongst ourselves. So this is another thing that I wanted to go over now. We do have a man on the job talking to the surveyors and all of that, but this was particularly George questioned my level, my auto level. Now there's already been another, I suppose you could call it a case of doxing. I might get that one out later if we need to. Where John and Slice Barcane have worked together to find out about sending emails about level being horizontal to the company that I'm going to talk to in a bit. Hopefully it comes through. It might be a bit lower on his end. But George, this is what George does first. So we're in a debate. I call it a debate. It's not a debate. We're in an entertainment conversation over at McToon's where George, well, I think McToon's had something on the list about my level and accuracy and all of that because he doesn't understand it. And it sounds to me as though George had been prompted to this because he keeps trying to jump the gun on what McToon's is doing. But I'll let you hear what George says about the level that I bought. So I went to the shop initially to buy this level, and well, this is what George says, or how it goes. Only graded by the centimetre. Actually, I've got one that's graded at the half centimetre. But those ones that are graded at the centimetre won't mean that the error is 5 millimetres just because of the grading on the staff. That's right, what I was saying.
You have to have finer graduations on your staff if you're going to do what you're trying to do in 30 millimeters. I mean, you can't. That's much too gross in order to make any sort of measurements on that staff. What you'd probably do is maybe put a piece of paper on that staff and make a mark with a fine pen or a pencil, and then go with that. I mean, you can't go with the markings on your staff to do leveling at distances of 30 millimeters.
Did you hear that? What George was saying there? Or you're not listening?
Yeah,
he said 30 millimeters, so you're grading on the staff and you would have to put a piece of paper on there if you are working over distances of 30 millimeters. I'll try it again. He says 30 millimeters twice.
You have to have finer graduations on your staff if you're going to do what you're trying to do in 30 millimeters.
30 millimeters.
That's much too gross in order to make any sort of measurements on that staff. What you'd probably do is maybe put a piece of paper on that staff and make a mark with a fine pen or a pencil, and then go with that. I mean, you can't go with the markings on your staff to do leveling at distances of 30 millimeters.
30 millimeters again.
Distance of 30 millimeters?
George has lost it.
Yeah.
He shouldn't be around this arena, having entertaining conversations like this. This man. In fact, it gets better, right? 30 millimeters. You know what that is? Like, that's 3 centimeters.
Yeah. It's
that's how far away you're going to be reading your staff, apparently, according to George.
It's like an inch and a half. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Now, listen to what sort of accuracy.
I mean, only if you're only trying to get within a centimeter, but with what you're trying to do.
Hell?
You're trying to get within a centimeter. So, over the distance of 3 centimeters, you can be accurate within a centimeter. George he's lost it. George is gone. Like, there's not much point for this poor old man to be around, measuring these sort of things at these sort of distances. McToons hasn't listened to him. He's not like, George. Come on, 30 millimeters, George. What are you doing?
In splitting hairs and stuff, you're going to have much finer graduations than any of your standard surveying staffs.
Okay. Right, so we need finer graduations than any surveying staffs
to be accurate within
30 millimeters, within 1 centimeter over 30 millimeters. Yeah.
That's so stupid. Maybe he meant 30 meters.
He might have meant 30 meters, but why would you need a regraded staff with a piece of paper on it, marking with a fine pen? I mean, why would you do that? What's up with the actual tools that surveyors use?
Because he just uses a stick. He doesn't use a measuring rod. He just uses a blank stick and he puts marks on it. And Rodney B was telling him, "You'd get your ass fired doing that in the real world."
Yeah. So we were talking about my test, George, and we were talking about establishing a horizontal. Right, so McToon's here. I mentioned test. McToon's deflects. Right?
What's the margin of error on your auto level, considering things like the have you?
I can address that.
Yeah. I can address that, McToons.
I can see you're struggling. Let me try to help you think here.
And he's like, not yet. You're coming in a minute, George. Slow down.
Yeah.
So I use auto levels.
Yeah. So what model do you have there, Bev?
Bev.
Oh yeah. Oh, not me.
Bev has a particular one that he owns.
Yeah.
And likes to.
Which one is it?
It's the AL32.
What manufacturer?
Dayton.
Oh, okay. I'm familiar with that one.
Okay, I'm familiar with that one. Right, now, I'll give you a little brief outline of this. It's a homemade level by the firm that we did. They're very proud of it. So it's not...
In the UK.
Yeah. It's not a mass sold thing, right? So it's a... I'll tell you. Yeah. Probably been shown it before, right? Did George send you the email? George. Sorry, not George. Jeff.
George? Do you think George sent George
John.
an email? John.
No.
Yeah, John was the one that sent an email to John Rawlinson, the troll on Twitter. Yeah. He's Jeff's mate, and Slice Barkane's mate as well.
So I was looking at purchasing. I was looking at purchasing one of those several months ago, but then
from the UK,
I determined that the optics are substandard on
from the UK. You were going to buy it from the UK, were you, George?
Yes, I was going to have Rumpus send it to me.
Oh my
gonna
God.
have Rumpus send it to him.
Look how stupid he
Like,
looks right there,
what?
flying like that.
It's obvious that like this. Jeff was in earlier. George has been brought in. They tapped Jeff out, and to bring George in, and then George has been brought in to, I don't know, like, ruin this. Like downplay the level, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right,
But
and you
I
say what's up
decided
with
after
it?
looking at it that it's much too cheap for
It's too cheap.
what they claim it to be, that the optics are a bit substandard on the thing. It only has a 40 millimeter aperture. And
Yeah, it only has
Yeah,
a
like-
40mm aperture. Now, Spot On was talking about his one yesterday. He said it had a 30mm aperture. So it's got more than Spot On's. But Spot On's only had a 20 times scope, I think his one. It's not a 32 times scope. But so 40mm is bigger than Spot On's level, right? In the aperture range. But, I mean, what's the aperture got to do with it? Let's have a listen, George.
To do a 32x auto level with a 40 millimeter aperture.
He says 32x.
Yep.
What's that mean?
32 times.
Yeah, it's a 32
magnification.
times magnification, isn't it? It's not 32x magnification. That's the times, 32 times scope.
Mm-hmm.
George, he's shouldn't be around. I'm
Said,
telling you,
the image is going to be too dark to do what I want to do.
the image is going to be too dark to do what George wants to do. That's
Yeah, you had to figure out something. some
look
bullshit.
through a scope.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what do you want to do with it?
Well, I want to be able to sight out. I was hoping to get something that might be equivalent to the Topcon
The Jesse model.
AKG2 that I'm using, which is a 32X. I wanted a second one, but not spend as much money. But turns out if you
32X.
want quality, you got to
So
spend
what
money.
do you want to do? If you want quality, you've got to spend money.
Mm.
Yeah, you
That
know,
makes
like, I
sense.
mean, yeah. With it, George, was the question. What is it that
Well, I
you're
wanted to
after
get
doing?
lighter images. I wanted to get lighter images,
Lighter
than
images.
what I've been getting taking out of the auto levels that I use. The images tend to be a bit dark when I'm sighting out at 6 miles.
Right.
Mm.
Now, I'll give you a hint here that when people are doing surveying, they don't take images with a lightness in them. Because surveyors don't take pictures. They just look through the auto level, take a measurement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they don't look 6 miles
6
away.
miles, no.
Mm-hmm.
And then you wouldn't want to take a picture of something through an auto level that's 6 miles away and be bothered about how light the picture is. I mean, I don't know, George. He's obviously lost it. He's struggling. Poor chap.
Yeah.
You
And,
sight
but I
6 miles
decided
with
I
an
don't
auto
need
level.
I don't need an auto level to do what I want to do. I
He's
just
decided now he doesn't need an auto level to do what he needs it to do, because he needs it to take pictures. So what he needs is a camera. Alzheimer's is setting in for George.
purchased a new Topcon GTS 3B, which is a 30 power theodolite, which is going to be much better
30
than,
power.
and easy, much more
A
accurate.
theodolite.
Well, not much more accurate, but will give me better images.
There you go.
and
Not much
give me
more accurate, but it'll give him better images.
the self-correction that I can do each time I bring it out that you can't do with an auto level. An auto level, you have to calibrate
Self-correction.
it.
Yeah, self-correction. Listen to this. This is quite a good one, this.
Mm-hmm.
That I can do each time I bring it out that you can't do with an auto level. An auto level, you have to calibrate it and hope it stays in calibration, whereas with the theodolite, you can self-calibrate it every time you bring it out into the field.
Yeah,
so
I
I'm going to
bet
be
you can.
using.
You can self-calibrate it every time you take it out in the field.
Yeah, he can't even tie his shoes. How's he going
George
to
doesn't
calibrate
know.
at the theodolite?
Doesn't know what he's talking about. Literally.
Yeah.
Doesn't know. A self-calibrating theodolite.
A 1 arcsecond theodolite from now on rather than using an auto level.
Okay. So, George, when I call this surveying company up tomorrow to ask them about this level, what is it that you should think I should tell them about the substandard thing? Because they said to me it was the most accurate level they had for establishing a horizontal.
Yeah,
Like
well,
they said, George, it's within 1 millimeter over a 1 kilometer double run. Now, do you not think that's accurate enough or something?
Well, that's different than talking about setting accuracy. Setting accuracy, you do not get 1 millimeter.
It's a
sighting
tool
1
for
kilometer.
doing a job, right? That accuracy of 1 millimeter over a 1 kilometer double run is the accuracy it is to do the job it is determined to do.
Yeah, that's pretty standard. That's pretty standard for a 1 arcsecond auto level. It'll do
for
the
a
job
32
for you,
times
yeah.
scope auto level, yeah. For establishing a horizontal plane of reference, right, George?
At your point of where you set it up, yes, you
Right.
can set up a horizontal plane, but you cannot. Well, I'd have to see how far out do you want to establish that horizontal
Over a
plane?
mile, George. We want 3
can't do it.
points on the same
You can't do it.
horizontal over 1 mile.
And how do you how are you proposing to do that?
To get surveyors to come and establish
He's going to
a
hire
horizontal
a professional surveyor.
Yeah.
Yes, but I mean, how do you propose that they're going to do that? A surveyor is going to tell you to go
don't know,
take
like
a hike.
you're
They're
the
gonna
one
try to get a
that's-
horizontal plane established over 1 mile.
They're going to tell us. Did you hear that?
Yeah, go take a hike.
Surveyors
Yeah.
will tell you to go and take a hike if you ask them to establish a horizontal plane over a mile. I'll play that again because
I think they have a real problem with surveyors for some reason. They don't like surveyors, it seems like.
if they don't like us talking to surveyors, I think that's what it is, right? They want to. They're going to try and make it that we're the bad guys and we don't like surveyors. But I mean, I do. I really like surveyors. I know how they work and I know how they do their job. And to me, people like George here are just rubbishing a whole profession.
Mm-hmm.
No surveyor.
Yeah, listen.
Yes, but I mean, how do you propose that they're going to do that? A surveyor is going to tell you to go
don't know,
take
like
a hike.
you're
gonna
the
try
one
to get a
that's-
horizontal plane established over 1 mile.
They're going to tell us to what, George?
Take a hike.
What, do you say they can't do it or what?
Not the way that I've heard you proposing how you want it done.
I just want them to establish a horizontal over 1 mile.
Oh, okay, fine. Yeah, they could bring a theodolite, a very accurate theodolite, and establish a horizontal plane over 1 mile. It's going to cost you a pretty penny to do that because that's probably going to take a good afternoon to set up and do.
Just an afternoon. With a theodolite.
Yeah, an afternoon, maybe a day. I don't know. It just depends upon the terrain that you're setting this on.
Okay. McToons had just done their costing for a 3-day job. But so George obviously hadn't heard what McToon was doing a little bit earlier. Just not listened to it. So that was over there at McToon's. Now, this is the bit. This may be really quiet on the guy's end, but I called the surveying place up. I use the name of the old firm that was there. So, do anybody want to have a word about what they think George was just doing just then?
George has been doing the same crap for a long time.
He rubbished this auto level. He did. He absolutely rubbished it, right? If you were to hear that, what would you think about the tool that I just bought, or that I was using? I mean, this.
Oh well, if I didn't know better and I didn't know George, yeah, I'd say, oh wow, that must be a substandard auto level there because
it'd be more like a novelty item than an actual useful tool.
Oh, you watched it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Well, so I call them up. So this is me calling the surveying place up. Hello.
Hi. Good afternoon. Yes, yes.
Oh yeah. Is that you, the guys at the Zenith surveying?
Yes, the old Zenith survey. Yeah.
Okay, brilliant. I came to you and I bought an auto level off you a couple of months ago, maybe a little bit longer. An AL32 datum.
Yes.
Right. I was in a debate last night with an American man who said he'd looked into that particular level and he was questioning the optics within that model of thing. So I'm just questioning because I get the feeling I'm going to be in a debate again at some point with them when they're questioning the optics within that particular level. So can I just run over some of the things that I think I got when I bought it from you?
You can certainly try.
Okay, right. Now, when I came, I asked for the best level to set a horizontal, right, and the most accurate that you could get. And you sort of said that, like other ones cost more, but that particular auto level, although it was very cheap, I mean, like a brilliant price for it, and it has been a very, very good piece of equipment for me.
Yeah.
But would that be right, me thinking that when you said that it is like the most accurate at establishing a horizontal?
It's got the accuracy is at plus 1.0 millimeters per double.
Yeah, that's what I got. 1 millimeter per 1 kilometer double run, right?
Yeah, per double kilometer run it's at plus 1.0 millimeter.
Yeah, and that is more accurate than any of the other equipment.
Let's see what the NA532 does. All that'll say is it's 32 times magnification and 1.6 millimeter standard deviation for 1 kilometer double leveling.
Right, so that would be because I was asking whether I've heard a lot of people say that the lasers they go a bit funnier over a distance, right? They
I don't know, because the majority of the lasers now come in digital receivers, which do the millimeter increments, so I'm not sure how the dump is.
It's hard to hear him on that laser thing.
Yeah.
This has got a 32 times magnification.
Yeah.
Based on 1.0, and the NA32's got 32 magnification based on 1.6.
Oh, that's I get it. So that's for a horizontal, right? And the like differential leveling techniques are taken into account. That isn't sighting a kilometer, is it?
I've got the setting accuracy on the data as plus 0.3. The setting accuracy is 0.5 on the Leica.
Yeah. Right. So that one
What do you say
there,
on that?
he said the setting accuracy. So it said on the. He's talking about the Leica. There is it. That is the more expensive.
Yeah.
one. That it cost like 2-3 times more than this one, but he said that the datum, the the AL 32 datum level was at 1 millimeter per 1 kilometer double run. The Leica one with the 32 times scope was at 1.6 millimeters per 1 kilometer double run. So on that standards, the datum is more accurate than the Leica. Then he said on the setting accuracy is 0.3 on the datum and it's 0.5 on the Leica, so it's better than that one as well on the setting accuracy.
Yeah, I heard him say not 0.5. I wasn't sure what he was.
Yeah, that was on the setting accuracy of the other one. So yeah, that it is the more accurate. That's brilliant. So you would still recommend that as a good piece of equipment?
Yeah, we would. I mean, we push that all. It's our own as well, which kind of helps. And we push them. We have 32s. We do sell a lot of them. We hold a lot in stock. It's the Leicas we don't hold. And it's like $99.50 plus that, where you're looking at nearly 200 quid for the Leica version.
Yeah. Okay.
And all you pay for, really, in my opinion, is the name. It's a different name and a different colour.
Okay, well, we've got a bit of a test going on, really. This is why I got it. And the test is to set a horizontal over a mile distance. So I got that piece of equipment. Now, you would still say that is one of the best pieces of equipment for establishing a horizontal line.
Yeah, that's if you need the multiplication factor as well, focus and distance 0.5. Double sensitivity up to 2 millimeter. So even though it's a data one, it is one of the best ones we've got. And like you say, it's really cheap as well at the minute.
Right, yeah, well, brilliant. Like I say, we're doing a test and we're going to be setting up a website now. Would you mind if we sort of put that, put a link to, if anybody wanted to buy it on the site so they could, they could.
If you go on our Venice Survey website, if you put in the AL32 in the search engine, it'll bring up all the specs for you anyway, so you can cross-reference it that way as well.
Brilliant. Thank you very much. You've been a great help. Thank you.
No problem. Cheers now.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yeah, that was awesome. Yeah, it's like 1 millimeter in a 1 kilometer double run. That's 1/25 of an inch. That's so
there and back.
Yeah. Amazing.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know what George is talking about and all of that, right? That's me talking to the actual firm that I went to that calibrates the levels for Manchester, really. Yeah, and that's their level. They're very proud of it. I mean, I'm hardly surprising. £99.50 for one of the most accurate levels there is.
I'd buy one, but to ship it over here would probably cost another $99.
Yeah. 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 I mean, it's one of the best pieces of equipment I've ever seen. Like for the price.
Yeah, I've looked through the scope, but the phone, it's really nice.
Yeah, the lightness or whatever George was talking about, not got a clue. Doesn't.
Oh, it was plenty bright.
Yeah.
And the sun, it was plenty bright. In the shade, it was, maybe even easier to read. So yeah, I don't know what he was talking about.
Well, they're obviously doing everything they can to refute the test.
Buster, are you there?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, a bit low. Let's see if we can turn you up.
I got you on 200 now. You're probably gonna be booming loud.
Is it okay? Mic check.
Yeah, that's better.
A little better.
They're just going to do everything they can to refute the test.
Yeah.
The equipment. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, for him to have a go at me, it's fair enough. I mean, we know they're going to call me doxer, they're going to call me child abuser, they're going to throw all sorts of things like that. But to have a go at the piece of equipment for no reason at all. They've not even... George is how I'm very familiar with that piece of equipment. But he's not. Because he's obviously not looked at the stats. The guy wouldn't recommend me. If I was looking for the best piece of equipment and I ask them what is the best they have, then it would be wrong for him to give me the thing that isn't the best piece of equipment. Well,
yeah, he could have sold you the more expensive one, right?
He could have done, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not the most accurate and the best piece of equipment or the cheapest or anything.
Yep.
So, George, like, you give it up. Don't be rubbishing people like that. That's not nice.
The other one was like a name brand, Leica or something.
Leica,
wasn't it?
yeah, that's the one that they all use. Yeah.
Yeah, you're just paying for a name there.
Yeah.
You're not paying for quality. Just a brand.
So that's me. I'm done. I'm done.
Yeah.
I'll perhaps cut that bit out of the live show and put that up on the website with a link to the datum. You know, so we'll have the bit where George rubbishes it, and then the phone call that they have after as well. I'll put that up on the level.live.
Yeah. Yeah, I use that thumbnail for the video. Yeah, I don't know. Earlier today, I was, had more energy, of course. I was wanting to go on a rant about all the baseless assertions that globeheads make about everything. Everything that they think is a proof is based upon nothing. They'll tell you something, and you ask them, well, what's that based on? And it's some other story. And what's that based on? It's some other story. When you're debating these people, I personally am not interested in debating globe concepts, with these people at all. If they want to talk about the shape of the earth, we need to be talking about geometry and surveying. Unless you guys want to have, your grandkids sitting on your knee 10 years from now, debating rumpus about Coriolis, that's not what I intend to do. We intend to finish this thing, and there's a lot of people in this arena who would love to perpetuate this whole thing, right? We're not about that. We're about finding a resolution. And if that's what you're looking for, you're definitely in the right place at the right time. But yeah.
Yeah, we're saying we're running a fine line at the minute in between two models. One of them's the globe, which is ridiculous, and the other one is a fictional model that they've labelled everybody with the flat Earth. And now topography proves, like as Helgi was telling us, mountains and valleys, right? That disproves flat Earth. Easy, dead easy to do. Anyone can debunk a flat Earth.
Where who gave you the name Flat Earth? Flat Earth Society did. That's Flat Earth is just a perpetuation of the Flat Earth Society. And I'm not trying to, piss anybody off out there, but it's a straw man that the Flat Earth Society gave you. The controlled opposition gave you the Flat Earth, right? So that you could parade around this straw man that everyone could just burn up. And everything any flat earther ever said about, like, Australia doesn't exist or the sun's 3,000 miles away, all those things that people have tweeted or said through the years, you are held responsible for as a flat earther. When you label yourself a flat earther, you are just setting yourself up to be beaten down, because in reality, what is flat is water. Water is horizontal, okay? They want you talking about the earth, when you really need to be talking about water, because water doesn't wrap around a ball. Water is horizontal. That's where it's at. That's where it's at. That's where the argument is, if you want to come to a conclusion. There's a lot of different meanings of Earth too. Little E Earth, like dirt, land, or big E Earth, which would imply a model. You know, whether it's a ball model.
Yeah, giving
or
a
a flat
name to
model.
something, isn't it? That big E is giving something a name, and what it is that you're giving a name is a model.
Yeah. I mean, you know, I think I've got a good idea about, like, what the Earth may be like, you know, but it's not something that I would be willing to, you know, create a model. You know, I'm sure there's people out there who really could, and they probably know a lot about it, but you're not going to hear much about what they've discovered. Did you want to say something, Buster?
Yeah, I just wanted to say that the parameters of this test and the tools that are used are definitive. And if somebody grasps the understanding of the test, the equipment, I mean, it's blatant in your face. And, you know, all it takes is a little bit of research and reading up, and they would realize what this is going to show and prove.
Yeah. Obviously, you know, the whole Earth, the whole topography, the whole bathymetric, you know, oceans and everything have been measured out. You know, it's all documented and recorded. I was looking at that Three Gorges Dam the other day, which is, can't remember what it was. Was it 2 kilometers across, and it's perfectly horizontal. It has a consistent elevation of 185 meters. Three Gorges Dam, you know, completely straight across 185 meter elevation. Water levels could reach up to 175 meters, not millimeters. Damn, I sound like George now. But I think that's amazing, you know. You know, when you look at constructed things like the Leeds to Liverpool Canal that was surveyed, it was constructed, and you know, it was filled with water, you know, and they know that it is level and horizontal. You know, there was no curvature built into that, and I don't know. I'm just tired of these people, you know, perpetuating this delusion. You know, it seems like some people have a real easy time coming out of it. Some people, I don't think they ever will. You know, I don't know what they're here for. You know, they're certainly not flipping anyone, right? I mean, have you ever seen Negator or Mark Taylor or anybody else convert someone to a glober, someone who's woken up to that lie? Has they ever been converted back? No. But I do think they're here to push back against the argument of logic and reality, and, you know, I guess they can be useful. Not that you're going to change their minds, but there's going to be other people who watch that maybe can learn something and see how these people obfuscate the truth and run off on tangents and try to confuse people with a lot of fancy terms that they don't even understand. You know, they're just throwing stuff out there. You know, I mean, I hate to say they're wasting our time, because honestly, they are useful idiots. Sorry, don't mean to be rude, but you know, I think people can learn from the interactions that we have with those people.
Yeah, practice.
Yeah, I mean, we went over that video. And they know they're at the point where all they can do is try to tear down the equipment or who's using it. It's ridiculous.
Yep. Let's see here. We've been going for a little while.
Well,
hour and 15 minutes.
Do you want to throw out the idea that we had? I don't know, there's probably not a lot of people listening, but if the opportunity came up that this was a test that somebody wanted to have take part in, then we were thinking about what might happen if people wanted to take part and if there were a way to take part.
Mm-hmm.
Whether spreading it out into 32 100-meter lengths of hosepipe.
Yeah.
Then there's an opportunity for people to take part in it. You know, to be part of it, at least. So just throwing it out there. Depends whether people. I don't really think many people actually understand this test yet, or what it will prove and how definitive it will be.
Mm-hmm.
Which is again, like there's a lot of people that don't want us to talk about it, but I think there's not a lot of people that do know about it enough yet. So we are still going to have to keep talking about it.
Yeah, absolutely. George was saying the other day that he thought maybe they shouldn't talk about it anymore. He said, they don't want to talk about it anymore. I was like, yeah, you certainly don't. You know, you guys have nothing to add. But yeah, I don't know. Saturday, if you guys get out there, you know, maybe people get a good idea, you know, visually what it's like out by the canal where the water doesn't flow in either direction. It's just stationary, and you know, for a 27-mile stretch, it's just a flat trough of water, horizontal stretch of water without a single lock in it, because there's no elevation change. You know, maybe that'll be a good opportunity for people to see what exactly you're talking about.
Yeah, we'll try and get some pictures. I mean, the P1000 pictures will only be able to come through later. But I mean, yeah, that's the idea. We'll go out there, get a few pictures for the website on the level.live, and yeah, we'll try and find that benchmark as well. Take a few pictures of that and see the difference between that and the water level.
Yeah, those images out there, that'd be awesome with the P1000. You know, if there's a good straight stretch. I think there is right there by that little bridge and that little, is it like a pub right there? I'm not sure if you can get a good shot down through that area.
Yeah, I don't know where we're going to be taking the shots or whatever, but I mean, yeah, we'll try and get out there at the weekend, have a look over it. Yep. Depends on the weather, though.
Yeah. You never know anymore this time of year. Yeah, that's cool. DP's not around.
Yeah.
But anyway, DP redid his shop, you know, just organizing it better. Might be a different link now to it. I'm not sure, but I'll try to post that in my description of this video later on. And then maybe I'll premiere it again later too. I don't know. But yeah, did you guys have anything else? Did you want
to? No, I'm pretty much done. I mean, there's loads of stuff we can go over, right? It's yeah.
Anybody, you guys can stop by during, you know, whenever. I mean, we're on the level MUK Discord server pretty much all day talking. People come in and talk. You know, we do these live shows when we can and on the weekend, but you know, we're always around. If you guys want to come and you have questions or, you know, whatever, you know, it's always a good conversation there.
Yeah, always willing to work over this water level test, and anybody wants to come and have a look at it, we'll quite welcomely have a chat about it, go over it on the board, try and make it clearer. You don't understand what it is, come over and I'll try and explain it.
Yep. It's not too hard to understand. You just got to take a look at it and try to think about it. You know, if you're thinking about the globe, you need to just throw that in the trash and start thinking about reality, the reference frames that you can measure with horizontal and vertical. But yeah, I think I'll
definitely shut it down. Do not dox anyone. There's no
Yeah.
fear when you come here.
Yeah.
And it's the last thing I want is to know what your name is. Or
Yep.
anything about you.
That's right.
Just come with an open mind and we will have a chat. That's all we do. No need to be frightened or scared or anything like that. We just talk.
Absolutely not. Yeah. All right, I'm going to shut it down on the YouTube side. See you guys in a little while.
Yeah, me too. Stop streaming. We'll go. We'll stay talking over at Emma UK. So, anyone want to come over?
Yep.
Please